Jacob Carver, and welcome back to the Butcher Shop. And today I am here with, well, I forgot to mention last episode I was with Butcher Brian. But
Brian the Butcher?
Yeah, go
Brian
fuck yourself.
So, well, on this episode, Vampire Killers, I was with Brian Butcher. But this episode, I am with Mike Money. And we are going to do part 3, or trace for my Spanish, of the raunchy 80s comedy. So where are we going to start?
Why don't we start with Stir Crazy from 1980.
Stir Crazy.
What do you know about that, Dave? Jacob.
That is Jacob.
Tell me
Stir Crazy,
some...
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor. I guess they end up in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and comedy and hilarity.
Comedy ensues.
Yeah.
And Joe Beth Williams and Craig T. Nelson before Poltergeist. Interesting.
Craig T. Nelson from that.
Coach.
Who?
Yep, that was
Come
way,
on,
that was
Coach,
way
get in
before
there.
Coach, too.
That's a shout out to Fremont. Come on, Coach, get in there.
Okay. But some of the classic lines were like, "This is African Ganji 65, man. My girlfriend was not only going to give me her mind and body, but 2 of her friends as well. And you used it as oregano." What about the other one?
Oregano.
That's right.
That's
We
right.
bad.
We bad.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Take no
we're-
shit.
Take
No shit.
From was it Grossberger?
What's the matter? Grossberger farting on you again.
Grossberger.
All right. Next up, we have Used Cars from 1980. Still from 1980.
It still counts as 80s comedy.
Yes. Kurt Russell.
Raunchy 80s.
Jack Warden played both roles. He was like the good owner and the bad owner. Grandpa Munster was the judge, and Lenny and Squiggy of Laverne and Shirley fame. And no, I'm not giving a shout out for somebody who just died. Anyway,
Who just died?
Laverne.
Oh, Laverne.
Yes, we'll get to that off camera. One of the quotes I remember was, "Our name is Mud. We had nuns protesting today, so I had Jim turn the hose on them." And Jim said, "I knocked them motherfuckers on their ass."
Jim turned the hose on.
The country's going to the dogs. It used to be when you bought a politician, he stayed bald. And they said, "You can't fuck with the president." And they said, "Why not? He fucks with us." Okay, how about Police Academy from 1984? What do you think of that, Jacob?
Police Academy was. It reminded me of like the movie Airplane, sort of. It was kind of more.
Yes, that's a good
I would say it's more physical comedy stunts than it is like actual like comedic lines and stuff. But you know, I guess the first Police Academy wasn't horrible, but the 20 ones after that.
The second one wasn't bad either because it had the black guy that did all the sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
He did like a Bruce Lee karate thing.
Oh,
Just for that scene alone, I liked 2. But yeah, the first was the best one. Steve Gutenberg, Lassie, Kim Cattrall, and
Lassie.
Bubba Smith. And we remember the Blue Oyster. I heard your brother and my brother hanging out
I
there
think that's
at
my
night.
brother's favorite bar, the Blue Oyster.
Dun, 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 dun. And one of the lines, again, this was like he said, more physical comedy. You can explain things like the guy going in the horse's ass, or putting the megaphone when he had shit on it so it's on his mouth, or getting a blowjob under the desk.
Or behind the dumpster.
Next slide. If you sort of remember that, but the only line that I sort of saw was, "To be married is sacred, man. It's a sacred institution. So tell me, you and your wife do it doggy style?" It's funny, it's not funny. Okay, for the last one, Revenge of the Nerds from 1984.
Revenge of the Nerds. And they made like what?
At least 4.
At least 3,
At least 4.
Revenge of the Nerds, probably up there as on my list as one of the 5 greatest comedy movies.
The raunchy comedies?
Raunchy
Oh
comedy
yeah,
movies, yes.
I could.
Probably one of the 5. If I would rank them, I'm not going to do that, but we're just going to talk about them. Revenge of the Nerds definitely up there, top 5 if I would.
Where's the line? What do we got?
We've got Bush. Zoom in. We've got Bush. Yeah.
Wonder Joints.
We could talk probably about Revenge of the Nerds for like.
What the fuck's a frush? I got 2 7s. That beats a frush. What's mopery?
What is mopery?
It's exposing yourself to a blind person.
Ooh.
Until that movie came up, I never knew that.
I never knew.
And when they're doing the panty raid, this was the other good one. Step aside, mama. I want to see some of that muff.
Booger.
Booger is Curtis Armstrong.
Curtis Armstrong.
And actually, he's on Supernatural, and he played the Scribe of God. Go figure, of all people.
And I guess him and was it Robert
Carradine.
They also had a TV show called King of the Nerds, which was
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they had.
I do not remember
There
that.
was a TV show called King of the Nerds.
The other nerd was Anthony Edwards of ER fame. Ted Shackelford, I think was the name I looked up from. He was on the later episodes of Happy Days and Married with Children. Played Jefferson. I don't know who the girl was, the hot blonde. She was freaking hot and never did anything after that. But
We might have to look her up.
yeah, I'll look her up.
On Lonely Hearts Club.
What do they look like now? What do they look like now? Oh, you don't want to know.
But that was a part 3.
Part 3
of our raunchy 80s comedy, and we will conclude this series sooner or later. So on that note, crack open a cold one and watch some raunchy 80s comedy. Adios.
Cheers.